The greatest football players who have died in every year. Italian player Messi died in 1979. German player Dad Helmut had been died in 1998. Swedish player Chi Gori died in 1982. Brazilian player Grecia died in 1983. English best player Ronnie Rocky had been died in 1985. Russian player Leiba Yasin had been died in 1990. Robbie Mori, English best player, had been died in 1993. Belgium player Escobar died in 1994. Spanish player Roger Rogers has been died in 1985. Swedish player Davy Cooper had been died in 1995. English best player Matthews had been died in 1996. Wales best Robbie James that have been died in 1998. English best player Lepton had been died in 2000. Brazilian best player Daddy had been died in 2001, and the Welsh best player Geoffrey Bacon had been died in 2001. Brazilian best player Dos Santos had been died in 2002. Ghana best player Vivian Ford had been died in 2002, and the Italian player Marcos Ferrer that had been died in 2004. Wales best player John Charles had been died in 2004. Argentina best player Umar Savari had been died in 2005, and the Italian player George Best had been died in 2005. Spanish best player Telmo Zarara had been died in 2006, and the Italian best player Aputura had been 2007, and the Spanish best player Philip Odell had been died in 2007. Swedish best player Daniel Jackery had been died in 2009, and the Spanish player Robert Enneck had been died in 2009, and the German player F. Albert has been died in 2011, and the Italian player Messi had been died in 1999, and the Brazilian best player Socrates has been died in 2011. English best player Carey Speed had been died in 2011. Italian best player Morosini has been died in 2012, and the Croatian best player Alan Pamek had been died in 2013, and the best player Asbio had been died in 2014. Spanish best player Di Stefano had been died in 20, and the Welsh best player James Mosquito had been died in 2015. Belgium best player Martinez had been died in 2015. Brazilian best player Ribeiro has been died in 2016, and Alberto, Brazilian best player, had been died in 2016. Ivory Coast player Ivano had been died in 2016, and the Netherlands best player Johan Kofi had been died in 2016. Russian best player Arkopa had been died in 2017. Italian best player Chicken Toiti had been died in 2017, and the Netherlands best player Rexen had been died in 2019. And the English best player Gordon Bank has been died in 2019, and the Italian best player Palos Rossi had been died in 2019, and the Argentina best player legend win FIFA World Cup Diego Maradona had passed away 2020, and Jay Gavis English best player died in 2021. Karikika, Uruguay best player died in 2021, and the German best player Gerd Miller had been died in 2021. German best player Uwe Seller died in 2022, and the best player in FIFA history, that's a name in Hall of Fame, Pele, had been died in 2022, and Chris Athos has been died in 2023. If you like this video, please subscribe channel and share this video and support me to regarding this best maximum good views.